Welcome to Aphasia Moments, a video podcast where we explore life with aphasia, apraxia of speech, dysarthria, and other communication challenges. I'm your host, Cheryl Tondro, and I'm here to share my personal journey. I hope that what I say inspires you, empowers you, and helps to make you feel less alone. Because I have these speech disorders, sometimes my speech can be hard to understand. If you use the closed caption feature right under this video, CC feature, it might help. Let's dive into the topic for today. Today, we're going to continue our 33 days of virtues, and today is day 7, perseverance. I looked up the definition, of course. Perseverance is the persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. Well, doesn't that just sound exactly what we've done to progress in our aphasia journey so far? We only have the success we have in speech therapy, in speech, reading, writing, and understanding language better because of our perseverance. Not only showing up, but doing the hard work. In the book that I'm reading, today's word is perseverance, as I said. And in the readings, the author is telling us about the power of just showing up. How important is that, really, if you think about just showing up? I think it was an example is when I told you about when I came home from the hospital, I immediately committed to getting up, getting dressed, and showing up, getting ready for whatever the day happened to hold for me, because I wasn't in control of what was going to happen. First, I had this thing in nurses coming, then they were connecting with speech, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and a nurse was coming. So every day was something different. And I was ready. I was going to be ready for anything that happens. I also thought about showing up in a different way, especially at the beginning. I was in the house. Um, Obviously, I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't speaking to anybody. I wasn't using the phone. I had little communication with the outside world. And when other people, especially my family, just showed up, it was really so tremendous for me. I was so grateful. I think that's one of the ways people can show up, just to be there. And since my stroke, so for the past 5 years, I was thinking about perseverance. When I was persistent of something, when I persistent, kept going and showed up consistently every day. And I was thinking about a Toastmasters group that I joined with the BU group in 2021, I think. So it was early in the journey. And if you know anything about Toastmasters, there's a lot of work for that. There's a lot of language. And it was I think, 10-week course. There were 10 people registered, and we all had aphasia. We all had different levels of communication skills, but we had a topic every week that we had to do a speech on. And I put everything into it, and it was so hard. And thankfully, I was still going to speech therapy, and I use part of my speech therapy sessions to talk about the topic for the week, and that's really the only way I got through it. And I remember that after a few weeks, I was like thinking, this is really hard. Why am I doing this? And I thought about why I was doing it, and I just showed up. Some days I didn't feel like it. Some days I wasn't prepared as much as I was the week before, but that's an example of where I persisted. Other one, I was thinking about my conversation group. I started a conversation group with people with aphasia. We actually did the weekly calls on Zoom for over a year before I turned it over to another person who then facilitated for me. There were times that I didn't want us to show up. I'm sure the other people in the group didn't feel this. I felt the same way, but most of us came every week and participated. So that's another example of where I persisted. Counseling was really difficult. Mental health counseling was very difficult, especially when I didn't have the words. I cried a lot. I didn't speak a lot, but as time went on, I participated more and more. Just showing up made it possible for me to progress and continue. And I've told people about this, going to mass, going to church every week. I needed to persist. I had just needed to show up. I wasn't able to participate in the way I wanted to do, but I showed up every week, and that's just showing up helped. So I was thinking about why I persisted in these cases. And so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sure that there's other aspects of persistence that you have to show in order to keep showing up. For me, the number one reason was the why. For me, the why is most important. Why am I doing this? Why am I showing up? What am I going to get out of this particular activity or task? 2, the yet. We talked about that a little bit before. Not be able to do something yet, but I knew that if I showed up persistent, kept showing up, I could eventually do the things I wanted to do. So another factor was support. Having family and friends, professionals in my life, and especially my aphasia friends. Not only did these people give me support, but I didn't want to let them down. Showing up for them was important for me too. 1, 2, 4. Noticing small wins. Sometimes if you have this big goal, showing up over and over again, if you don't see that big goal happening, if you can see the small things that are happening, the small goals that you're achieving that will give you will bring you to that ultimate goal that keeps you going, keeps you showing up. 5, seeing failure as an opportunity to learn. Showing up and having something happen, not doing as well as you want to, can make you feel bad, and you'll not wanted to go again. But if you remember that as we're doing things and some things don't go our way, we're learning real valuable things. Next aspect was positive self-talk. Before doing something that I knew I had to show up for, I would breathe and tell myself, I can do it. I can do it. This book group that I'm a part of right now happens every Tuesday. For the first week, I thought I wasn't going to go. It's not mandatory. It's something that I really want to do. I wasn't aware of the structure. I didn't know what to expect, so I was scared. But breathing, I can do this. This is something I want to do. You can do this, Cheryl. You can use your strategies. You can just say nothing. You can use whatever it takes to make yourself comfortable and see what happens. See what it's all about. So I felt really comfortable last week. I'm going again today. I intend to go for the next 33 days. So that's another aspect. And the last thing is showing up to do something that connects with your purpose. If it's something that's so important, it's part of the reason you're here, the reason you want to help people, whatever your purpose is in life, if you can connect it to the things you have to do to show up, I believe that helps. So that's all for today. I really thank you so much for joining me today on Aphasia Moments. I hope that I've given that what we talked about today resonated with you and reminded you that even with the communication challenges, life can be full of meaning, connection, and joy. Remember, it's not only about striving for perfection. It's about finding what works for you, being patient with yourself, and celebrating progress, no matter how small it may seem. Remember, you're a unique, wonderful person with so much more to offer the world. If you found this episode helpful or inspiring, don't forget to share, like, or leave a comment below, especially a comment. I love to hear your thoughts or your own experiences with this topic. This is a space where we can all learn from each other and support each other. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.